Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a bit of a skincare related video, which is why my face is pretty much bare. I have got a bit of concealer on and I know the concealer is a bit too light for me, and I think it's also the wrong tone. I think it's a bit more neutral, whereas I'm a bit more yellow toned. But I'm giving it a go. I will be doing a video on this as well. So yeah, excuse the fact that my face is like white and then yellowy. This is like my normal skin tone. But yeah, today is all about skincare. I have got oily skin, not even combination, like I haven't got any dry patches, it's just full on oil. So my T-zone gets extremely oily, my eyelids get oily, and my my cheek area a little bit, but it's mainly like my full forehead, my nose, all along underneath my eyes, my upper lip gets quite oily, and my chin gets really oily as well. And it is a bit of a pain, and it's unfortunately one of the side effects for me personally with my polycystic ovarian syndrome. There's not much I can really do to combat that apart from skincare. I've never really had a skincare routine. I've never stuck to one. There's been many times where I've started one, but I've never stuck to it. I've done it for a few days. But lately I have actually been trying to push myself to get my skincare sorted. So this is actually my skin being really good and behaving. Like, I haven't got many breakouts. I've got a few along my jawline. I have like one around here somewhere. I can't feel it right now. But this is actually my skin pretty much at its best, which makes me a bit sad, because this is like as clear as my skin usually ever is. I usually have a lot of blackheads. I usually have quite a lot of like deep red spots and blemishes, and it's not fun. A lot of times they're quite painful as well, which if you've ever had like a really painful deep set spot, you know what it's like, and that's what the majority of my spots do tend to be like. So yeah, lately over the last few weeks or so, I think it's about 3 to 4 weeks I've been doing this, I have been using a couple of products. I've been using 5 products altogether, but not all at the same time. I kind of circulate. I have like a 4-day skincare routine. I have got a few clips as well of just me doing my skincare routine, so I'll be inserting them throughout the video as well. And I've also actually been just putting on lip balm, because that's something I've never normally done either. I normally have quite dry lips, but I've been trying to incorporate that into my skincare as well, so that not only my skin improves, but my lips hopefully improve. I do want to get a lip scrub as well, just so I can get rid of all the extra dead skin, but I haven't really found any decent ones online that are like cheap enough, because I don't have anything else I need to buy. So if I was to get a lip scrub online, I'd need to also pay for shipping, so I don't particularly want to pay for a lip scrub as well as shipping if I'm not ordering anything else. But because of the current situation, I can't get out and go to a Boots or like to a Savers or a Superdrug to go get a lip scrub. But yeah, so let's talk about the products that I'm using. So I'm using 2 face scrubs. So I have the Clean&Clear exfoliating daily wash, and I have got the beauty formula with charcoal. This is like an exfoliant facial scrub. This one can be used every day, and this one is 1 to 2 times weekly. So I was actually using this one every single day, and then I read the back and I saw that it said 1 to 2 days a week, and I was like, oh, so I shouldn't have been using that, whereas this is a daily one. So about after a week of using this straight, I incorporated this one. They're both pretty good. This one like really gets in there. It's got like the charcoal in there, detoxifies your skin. It has like bits of charcoal as well, so it exfoliates, gets any blackheads out. This is just good for generally cleaning your skin. I'm also using a chemical exfoliant, so this is the Revolution one. This is the multi-acid peeling solution. So this is basically a dupe for the Ordinary's chemical peel. You've probably seen it all over TikTok, you know, people putting it all over their face and rubbing that in, and it just looks like your face goes really red. And it's essentially a chemical exfoliant, so you put this on, it says no more than twice a week. You put this on for about 10 minutes and it basically chemically peels the top layer of your skin, and it makes it feel really smooth. Some people say that this stuff makes the skin feel quite dry, but considering I have oily skin, I'm kind of wanting it to be a little bit drier. So I actually really like this. It does sting when you're using it. You put it on, it kind of stings a little bit, it feels a bit itchy, especially if you have spots, it stings quite a bit on them. I found that this has really been quite nice for me. I've only used it a few times and I still have quite a lot left, so I've only used like this much. So yeah, I've got quite a lot left of this and I really enjoy it. So I will be repurchasing this when I eventually run out. I wanted to get the Ordinary one, and it is a little bit cheaper as well. This is a couple pounds more than the Ordinary's one, but the ordinary one is just out of stock everywhere. I blame TikTok for how much this goes out of stock so quickly. The other two products that I use are from the Ordinary, so I did manage to get my hands on these. I don't know how to pronounce this. I think it's niacinamide? Niacinamide? Editing Serena here. I have since learned that it's pronounced niacinamide. This is like a anti-blemish thing. You put this on, it says on the front, high strength vitamin and mineral blemish formula. It's 10% niacinamide and 1% zinc. So this basically, you can use this every day, morning and evening, but I only use this at night because I've already used so much of this, like I'm halfway through the bottle already, and that's with me just using it at night, so I would have already had to repurchase this. And this basically, I'm pretty sure, I haven't got the boxes with me at the moment, I should have got them. I'm pretty sure this helps reduce blemishes, it reduces the sebum production on your face, so that's what makes your skin oily, and that's what can clog your pores and help develop blackheads, and it should just kind of help clear up your skin a little bit. It also gives me quite a nice glow. It's weird because when you actually put it on, your face feels quite matte, but it does have like a nice healthy glow to it. So it feels actually quite nice after you've put it on and after it's soaked in for a little bit. I generally put like a pipette and a half of this on, so it is just like a clear, kind of like, not thick, but semi-thick like serum. This doesn't smell of anything at all, but yeah, I really like this and I will be repurchasing this because this, I think, has been what's changing my game. I do notice that since using this, my skin has been less oily altogether. And the last product is the High Spreadability Fluid Primer. So this, it says, uses the last step in skincare regimen as a makeup primer. So I'm assuming you can use this as a general makeup primer, but I've noticed that whenever I do wear this, I don't know if it's because I can't be using too much because I'm literally doing like a drop on my cheeks, my forehead and my nose and a little bit on my chin. But whenever I use this, I notice that my foundation seems to go a bit streaky when I'm trying to blend it in, because it does slip around quite a bit. But it is nice anyway. It smells weird. I don't know what it smells like. Can't think of what it smells. It smells like a garden, like florally, but like green and fresh. I really can't think of what it smells like. This stuff is super thick though. Like, it's almost hard to show how thick this can go. But this is actually okay. This is basically just like a standard primer. It does really mattify your skin. Whenever I put it on, my skin feels super soft and it does look really matte as well. So this is actually okay. And I'm pretty sure as well this adds a bit of hydration. I'm not sure if it's this one or the other one, but one of them does add a bit of hydration as well as trying to like stop oil production. But this, I have noticed, does help my skin texture. It does make my skin feel really soft. I don't generally use this before makeup though. I'll probably put it on a little bit at night if I want to, or if I'm maybe going out for the day and I haven't got any makeup on, I'll put this on just to make my face look a bit less shiny because it really does mattify. But it feels nice. It is a nice product. I'm just not sure at the moment if it's something that I want to keep investing in and if I want to keep purchasing this, because I don't know, it was only £5 I'm pretty sure, but it's just, I don't really know what it's doing for my skin apart from make it feel a bit smoother. Because I'm also exfoliating every single day, I don't know if that's also helping. I don't know what's making it smoother. The lip balm I'm using, I actually don't know where this is from. I got this as a Secret Santa gift ages ago, but it's just a standard lip balm. It smells like cherry, which I love. I love cherry like flavoured things, cherry smelling things. It's just called the Love Me Candy Lip Balm. If I can find this, I will try and link it in the description. All the other products will be linked as well. I just don't know where it was from, so I'll have a look for it. It came in a set with hand cream as well, but this is quite nice. It doesn't feel like really thick when you put it on. It does help hydrate my lips. I put it on every single night, almost like a lip mask sort of thing. But yeah, I do like this, and I will continue using this until it's all gone, essentially. And if I can find it, I will be repurchasing it. Okay, so I mentioned that I have like a 4-day circulation for my skincare routine. So obviously I don't use those products every single day. That would be too much for my skin, that would severely damage it, because the red stuff from Revolution already can damage your skin if you don't use it properly, or if you use too much, or if you use it too often. So I don't want to damage my skin anymore. So I don't use the products every single day. What I start off with, I have got a couple clips. So in the first clip, which is day 1, I'm using the charcoal face scrub, the exfoliating face scrub, and I'm using the, I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm so sorry, what is it, niacinamide solution. And I'm pretty sure I do just show me using the high spread fluidity primer as well. Within my full process, I do like clean my piercings and stuff as well, so in the clip you will see that too. But I basically wet my face, take off my makeup, wet my face, put on the charcoal face scrub, and then I kind of scrub that right in and then rinse it off really well with a face cloth. After that, I do just let my face air dry as much as possible, just so that I'm not irritating the skin at all, or trying not to irritate it by rubbing even more. I just want to make sure that it dries on its own naturally, and I feel like that's the best thing for your skin anyway, just to let it air dry. Then I put on the niacinamide solution onto my face and rub that right in. And then after all of that, I put on just a tiny little bit of the high spread fluidity. Is it high fluidity? What is it? High spread fluidity? High spreadability fluid primer. Just a little bit, like literally a dot on my forehead, on my cheeks, and on my nose, and a little bit on my chin. I normally just wipe the pipette along my chin just to get any excess like fluid off that. So that's day one of my skincare routine. The next day I will use the daily one, the daily scrub from Clean & Clear, and then again the niacinamide solution. I don't think in the clip that I used my primer one because I didn't really feel like I needed to. But again, I'll just wet my face, put on the Clean & Clear daily scrub exfoliant on, massage that in really well, rinse it off really well, again let my skin air dry, clean my piercings, and then I go on with the niacinamide solution after that, just all over my face. I'm still experimenting with how much of this I need to use. I don't know if I need to use quite a lot or just a little bit. It doesn't spread as far as the primer one does, but I'm just not sure if I need to be using quite a lot or if I just need to use a little bit. So I don't put on like a set amount within these clips, unfortunately. So yeah, after I've done that, I'll just put on my lip balm, and that's me done for day 2. Day 3 is when I start using the multi-acid peeling solution. So again, like I use one sort of exfoliant every single day. And I don't use them more than once because of the fact that this can only be used once or twice a week. The charcoal one can only be used once or twice a week, but the other one can be used daily, so I tend to just like alternate between them so that I'm not overusing them. So I use the multi-acid peeling solution and then the niacinamide again. The multi-acid one does need to be kept on your skin for 5 to 10 minutes. Obviously, make sure if you do use this, monitor your own skin, monitor how it feels. If you do get any really bad irritation, if it gets like to the point where it's really irritating you, it's kind of unbearable, like the itchiness and the stinginess, wash it off. I'm not a professional at all. I'm not a dermatologist. I don't have any like full knowledge. This is just what works for my skin. Make sure that you are doing your own research and you are doing your own patch tests, because this stuff can be harmful to you if you don't use it properly. So day 3, I will use the multi-acid peeling solution, leave that on for 10 minutes, rinse it off really, really well with my face cloth, make sure that like I've got all of it off because I don't want to leave any chemicals on my skin for longer than they have to be. Let my skin air dry, clean my ear, and then I'll use again the niacinamide liquid on top of that. I'll make sure I rub that in completely. Most of the time I will use the spreadability primer just to like help bring back some moisture into my face, but I don't always. And then again I'll just use my lip balm, and that'll be me for day 3. And finally, day 4, I go back to my Clean & Clear daily scrub. Again, exact same thing, wet my face, put this on, rub it in really well, rinse it off really well with my cloth, let my face dry, clean my ear, and then go in with the niacinamide again. So it is like really, it is the same routine every day, but I just swap out the exfoliant just because, again, this can be used every single day and the other ones cannot. So if I do it in the 4-day rotation, because obviously day 5 now will be back to the charcoal one, which would be day 1. So if I do a 4-day rotation, I find that my skin doesn't get angry with me, it doesn't get like really damaged, it stays like soft and smooth every single day throughout because I'm still using an exfoliant of some sort. Yeah, this is just what's worked for me. So day 4 is just the Clean & Clear and the niacinamide. So yeah, this is my 4-day routine for skincare. I'm not a professional at all in any way, shape or form. I'm not a makeup artist and I'm certainly not a dermatologist. This is just what I've found after doing my own research will work best for me, and so far it has been doing a good job. I do notice my skin gets a lot less oily. I have noticed I've been getting a lot less breakouts. I don't get nearly as much spots. This kind of down here is about as bad as it's been in the last couple of weeks or so. So you know, it has worked. I've noticed a significant drop in the amount of blackheads that I have all over my nose, and yeah, my skin overall just has been looking and feeling better. So for me, this has worked, but just because you might have oily skin or skin texture or acne, don't go ahead and try these unless you've done your research on them. Like I said, I spent a little while trying to figure out what was best, and I did watch some other like reviews on these products before I went ahead and bought them, and I was careful with all of them just to make sure that they didn't mix weirdly, they didn't have any sort of reactions with them. I'm still perfecting my routine. I do want to get like a morning wash, like a morning face wash. I probably could use the Clean&Clear one for that, but then I would have to put something else in for my nighttime routine because I do all of that at night. So I am looking for a face wash that I could just use in the mornings that's really quick, just to get any residue off my face and start fresh. But I still need to do a little bit of research on that as to what would be best with all the stuff that I've got. But yeah, so this is what I have been doing for I think the last 3 to 4 weeks now, and I'm surprised I've actually stuck to it because, like I said in the beginning, I don't really stick to routines very well. I find that I'll start them and I'll do them religiously for a couple of days to a week, and then I'll forget to do it one day because I'm too tired or it slipped my mind, and then I'll just completely stop doing it. But I haven't let myself do that this time. If I have forgot a day, I'm making sure I'm going back to do it the next day, because at the end of the day, skincare is important, and it can be painful, especially when you get a lot of acne and a lot of like deep set spots. And you know, as well as that, like I used to get very, very embarrassed about my spots. I used to hate going out if I had really bad breakouts. Even just going to work, I used to hate it because I think people would think that I looked disgusting and not dirty, but at the same time dirty, which is a bit ridiculous because at the end of the day, people get spots. But for me, I've always just been self-conscious about it. I used to get picked on both at home growing up and in school for the amount of acne that I had. So it's a very sensitive thing for me. But I'm glad that I did actually try and start all of this, and I'm glad that I'm sticking with it, and I'm glad that I'm seeing results, because for the first week or so I wasn't seeing many results at all. But my skin has cleared up miraculously. If I can find any pictures kind of showing how bad my skin has been in the past, I'll insert it here, and I'll try and also get a picture just up close of how my skin is right now, so you can kind of see it in like this video, but just up close it does look a little bit different. My face naturally is quite red anyway. My skin tends to be a bit more red, even though my actual skin tone is more yellow, but just on my face, so it does look a bit more odd as well when I have red skin and red spots, but then the rest of my body's like quite yellow toned. It's odd. So this is my skincare routine for oily skin, and a semi-review on the products as well. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope that you'll stick around for the next video. If you have any recommendations for a daily face scrub in the morning, or just like a daily face wash in general, please let me know in the comments, because I really do need to get one of them, and I'm just not sure where to start for the research for that. So if you could let me know what you use, or what you've used in the past and things like that, that would be really appreciated. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.